dangerous ones. Getting looking. Holmgren's got it. Turns, fires. He hit it. He was on the line, though, I think. He might have been on the line.
Dirk wanted to give it back to Beal. Took his eye off that pass. Rising up, Jalen Williams. 8 seconds remaining. Nuggets by 1. Gilgeous-alexander on the double drive, turn, shoot, got it.
What's up, Hoop Strategist? You're about to witness the first edition of the Hoop Strategist newsletter, and trust me, you don't want to miss this.
Gilgeous-alexander on the double drive, turn, shoot, got it.
I already know you're smart just from picking this video, but your basketball IQ is about to go through the roof 5 videos in. Here's what's in store. Off top, I'm going to reveal how SGA is changing the game and the 3 hidden strategies that make OKC unstoppable. And their one little tiny flaw. There's also a catch. One of these strategies is a secret that only the smartest hoop strategists will figure out. But you want to stick around after that because I'm also going to expose how Minnesota Timberwolves adopted Anthony Edwards' "I'm the best in the league" mentality. They made it their identity to dominate the West. You won't believe what they did to get there. Sit tight and I'll share the gems with you. Before we get into this, I need y'all to show love and like this video. Let's run the likes up on this one. If you feel you're just a little smarter by the end of this, like I promised, follow the channel and be ready to become a basketball genius. All right, let's get into it.
7-foot something. Initially listed at 7'2". Dort, Suzuki White. Straight there for Dort.
You might think this is a normal play, but you're wrong. Let me show you one of OKC's secret weapons to their amazing start. Look at this. OKC is running a 5-out offense with all their players around the arc. That creates a lot of space for them to operate. But that's not enough. What makes them so deadly is their shooting. They're shooting 50% from the field, 40% from 3 as a team. That's insane. You can't find a single starter who shoots below 45%. That means they can score from anywhere, and that's a big problem for their opponents. As we roll the play, watch how Chet shuffles the ball to Dort. Now we're going to pause. See how the Celtics are stick to their man like glue? That's because OKC can shoot the lights out. And that's the key to a 5-out offense, creating space for drives and passes. Any Celtics helps. It's a simple kick out for a triple. Now we're going to resume the play, and we see Dort sees his chance to go one-on-one with White. He hits him with a step back, splash, and that's hidden strategy number 1, space. Now, I'm sure you heard of the phrase pace and space, and OKC has the pace god himself. None other than Chet Gilgeous-Alexander, but we just call him SGA. Playing with pace means being smart and versatile. You don't just run around like a headless chicken. You know when to speed up and when to slow down. You know how to read and react to the defense. SGA is a master at this. Let's break it down. Look at this play. The Thunder are in a spread offensive set with 4 players on the perimeter and 1 in the paint. But notice who's in the paint. It's not the center, Chet Holmgren, who's at the top of the key. It's SGA, who's using his length and skill to post up his defender. This is what I call an inverted 4-out, 1 in. And it's one of the ways OKC creates mismatches. Keep this in the back of your mind for later. Now watch what happens next. Wiggins rotates out to the 3-point line, giving SGA an entire side of the floor to work with. The spacing is perfect. Spacing allows for SGA to dissect and play his style of ball as things are not cleared, and he can mostly operate one-on-one with his defender. Horford is the only player who can help, since Dort is in the far corner where a pass to him would be difficult. So SGA has a one-on-one situation with White, who's a solid defender but nowhere near as long or tall as SGA. This is putting the Celtics defense in a real bind, because they basically have to leave White on an island with the most efficient guard in the league who shoots 55% from the field, with only big men shooting a better percentage than him. Those are guys who mainly score at the rim. This is a tough deal. SGA hits him with a dream shake, which is enough to freeze White and prevent him from immediately contesting what's to come next. A fadeaway jumper by Shea, and that's a hidden strategy number 2. All right, y'all ready for the final secret? The third hidden strategy that makes OKC unstoppable? I bet you already guessed it. It's talent, baby. Yeah, I know you might say talent is not a strategy, but hear me out. OKC didn't just luck out with drafting a 7-foot beast like Chet. They knew what they were doing. They added Chet's skills to a roster that was already loaded with talent. From smart trades and drafts, that's a strategy right there. Chet was a perfect fit. He completed the puzzle. I already told you how shooting creates space for a spread offense and how that space lets you play with pace and creativity, but you also need talent and skill to make it work. And Chet has both. He can drive, he can shoot, he can pass, he can do it all. He's a nightmare for any defense. Don't believe me? Watch this. Chet's at the top of the key. Faced off with Andrew Wiggins. Some will call an elite defender. He's going to start with a hard drive to the right. This alone speaks to his skill. A 7-footer who's not afraid to dribble drive from the top of the key against a good defender. Anyway, Wiggins, being the elite defender he is going to cut off the drive line. Chet is going to change pivots away from the help, Draymond Green, and spin the other way. Wiggins, again, recovers. Wow. Chet is not going to be denied, though. Another great display of footwork, a hard pivot, and an up and under for the lay. Sheesh, just filthy. Before I go, I got to drop one more gem on y'all. OKC needs to step up their rebounding game if they want to go far in the playoffs. Right now, they rank 27th in the league in boards, and that's crazy for a team their size and talent. But it makes sense when you think about it with how they play. They spread the floor, and they have their bigs away from the rim a lot. That leaves them vulnerable to getting outworked on the glass. They got to find a way to finish or extend possessions when it counts the most. Now, I know you're waiting for me to talk about the Timberwolves, but I'm going to keep you in suspense for a bit. You got to tune in next week for the second edition of the newsletter, where I'll break down how the Wolves became the beast of the West. So hit that subscribe button and don't miss out. Peace out, fellow strategists.